Slicing through the transit arteries of the major cities in the world runs another type of rail system. It's called a subway. The Toronto Transit Commission, or TTC, has one of the most modern transportation systems in the world. Its subways and commuter trains had never had a fatal accident in its 42-year history until August 12, 1995. 6:02 p.m., the end of a workday. It's the second day on the job for the rookie driver of Run 35. He pulls out of St. Clair West Station and heads underground south to DuPont Station. Suddenly, a stopped train appears directly in front of Run 35. There is nothing the driver can do. Within minutes of the crash, rescue crews arrived at the scene.
Seeing two of these large subway cars sort of mangled together, there's really no way to describe it. You have to see it. You know, it's a very large, very strong structure that has tangled itself together, and it's not easy to get it apart.
When you got right to the site, you were met with this catastrophic damage to these trains, this large ball of steel with patients trapped in it.
Many of the victims were freed quickly and transported to hospitals. Several others remained trapped in the wreckage.
Does anybody need a diesel?
This ball of steel would be, I'd liken it to an onion. As you stripped away pieces of metal, other pieces moved in another direction, and that's what made the whole extrication so difficult.
The force of the impact caused the two trains to balloon to the full diameter of the tunnel. The expansion of the cars sealed off the tunnel's airflow and ventilation. Over 200 rescuers faced unbearable conditions. In temperatures that exceeded 100 degrees Fahrenheit, they were forced to crawl beneath the subway cars to reach the trapped passengers.
I'd liken it to putting 12 to 20 rescue workers inside an 8x8 sauna and asking them to work for 8.5 hours in there with all their gear on. It was that tough for those people.
Using power saws, rescue crews cut away the jagged metal of the crushed cars. Shearing the metal apart was a Herculean effort required. A total of 3 people died in the crash. 30 passengers and 3 train crew members were injured. The cause of the accident? A series of errors leading to a system-wide breakdown. Traveling at 35 miles an hour, the driver of Run 35 sped through 3 red signals before colliding with Run 34. But the accident wasn't caused by human error alone. A mechanical malfunction also occurred. When Run 35 went through the red signal lights, a trip-arm safety device should have triggered the train's emergency braking system. The TTC implemented several new policies, including new training programs for drivers, strict disciplinary actions for signal violations, and a more thorough examination and replacement of aging equipment. While runaway subway and other passenger trains command attention because of the potential loss of life, they're not the only source of danger on the rails.